Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to study the third chapter of your supplementary reader, The Midnight Visitor, written by Robert Arthur. Robert Arthur was a writer of speculative fiction known for his work with the Mysterious Traveler radio series and for writing The Three Investigators, a series of young adult novels. The author was honored twice by the Mystery Writers of America with an Edgar Award for Best Radio Drama. He also wrote scripts for television such as The Twilight Zone and Alfred Hitchcock's TV show Alfred Hitchcock Presents. The Midnight Visitor is a story which revolves around three characters: two rival spies named Ozable and Max, and one mystery writer, Fowler. Ozable is a chubby, lethargic, messy, and clumsy man, while Max is slender and rugged. Ozable meets Fowler, a writer fascinated by spies and secrets. Ozable was expecting a sensitive document to arrive that night and so asked Fowler to follow him through the night. Disappointed at Ozable's appearance and mannerisms, Fowler agrees to do the same. Suddenly, Ozable gets a phone call regarding someone who had entered his hotel room. Alarmed but not overly worried, he beckons Fowler to follow him to his room. This story is a short but intriguing insight into the life of a spy, which may not be as glamorous as in the movies, but still full of danger and suspense. The Midnight Visitor is a story of a witty secret agent named Ozable. He was with a writer named Fowler throughout the evening. As Fowler was interested in spending time with a secret agent. But when he spends time with Ozable, he realizes that he's exactly the opposite of what he had imagined, and that he was a bore. Ozable then told Fowler that he had been thinking wrong and that soon he would be looking at a report that would change the country's future. Then Ozable takes Fowler to his room, and when they entered the room, a guy with a gun named Max was standing in the room. He asked them to be comfortable until the reports about the missile arrived in 30 minutes, as he was there to steal the reports. This was the first adventure out of many that Fowler had expected when he had thought of meeting Ozable. While they were talking, Ozable started with a story about how a guy had entered from the balcony last month below his room. While this talk was going on, a sudden knock was heard at the door. Ozable said that it must be the police as he wanted them to check on him after some time because he wanted to make the reports that were coming in extra secure. Max, pointing his gun towards them, said that he would be waiting in the balcony and that Ozable should send away the police. Otherwise, he would shoot them and even take the risk of being caught by the police. As the doorknob is turned, Max jumps out of the window and a loud scream is heard. The door opens and a waiter comes in and says that he has brought the wine that Mr. Ozable had ordered. He keeps the bottle, tray, and glasses on the table and leaves. Fowler is surprised and asks him about the police, to which Ozable replied that there was no police. Then Fowler asked, "What about the person who was waiting in the balcony outside the window?" To which Ozable replied that the person would not return and that there was no balcony there. This shows the quick wit of Ozable as he took advantage of the situation and made Max nervous, due to which he jumped out of the window without thinking and looking down. He had jumped from the top floor and would have possibly died. This is how Ozable outwitted Max and saved himself from a dangerous situation. Wow, quite interesting. The way it has been written. It comes out with many themes. The first thing is that wisdom is more powerful than any weapon. You can win anything with your wisdom. We must not judge a person by his appearance because appearances can be misleading. First impression could be misleading. And also, he who laughs last laughs longest. So, this was all about the story The Midnight Visitor by Robert Arthur. I hope you all understood the story. Thanks for listening.